Hello, and welcome back to Conversations with Love. So I am here today to do the daily guidance from Isis, and I've actually already pulled. So she had 3 messages today. Right, the first message, okay, so all right, so there are actually 2 messages that are to be shared today. The first message is the High Priestess. Those of you who have tuned in to these messages from the beginning, we had this High Priestess message a few days ago. All right, mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. And beloved Isis gazes upon you now, and behind her vast eyes, mysteries are unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what is happening at this time. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you are being led and for what purpose. It is an exciting moment in your unfoldment. Have reverence and an open heart and mind, and wait patiently for the grand revelation that is on its way. So I have been feeling like the ramping up of energy, over the last few days, The collective, you all may be feeling that as well. And I want to say that is going to be translated in various ways, right? Because we're all experiencing, our lives differently. But this message, what I am calling forth is the priestess energy, an energy of surrender, an energy of active surrender. Being conscious of what is happening in your environment and surrendering to what is, but also checking in, not simply going with where your environment is taking you, but checking within to say, is this the direction that I should be going in? Is this the direction that is for me? Is this the direction that is for my highest good? Is this where my path is truly leading me? Is it okay for me to move in this way? And, listening for the answer. and being confident in that answer that you receive. Believing that, even if it may not be what you think it should be, but trusting. Trusting in that answer means trusting in your own process, trusting in the way that you have created your call and response. All right. The second message is divine destiny. Divine destiny, spiritual work of the higher initiate. The divine warrior guides you in your divine destiny. The divine warrior energy exists to continue with a worthy path even during times of difficulty. I'm sorry, let me backtrack. The divine warrior energy exists within men and women as the inner propulsion to continue with a worthy path even during times of difficulty. So we're talking about an inner warrior spirit. Okay. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. Okay, so you're calling more of yourself into battle. And I'm using battle, I am using battle really in a very true sense of spiritual warfare. Okay, the war of your spirit. I mean, you have recognized that there is indeed a very real war that happens within you that will show in your environment. And this message is coming forward because that inner warrior is being summoned here. So when faced with a challenge, doesn't specify the type of challenge, a challenge. It could be any challenge. A true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be more wisdom, more focus, more intelligence, more surrender into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resources, great inner resourcefulness, and determination. Right? So this warrior, this inner warrior, has great inner resources. If you think about your inner resources, there is no end to your inner resources. Your inner resources, the core of you that is within you, is the source of everything that is. So you're calling forth, this message is calling forth your divine warrior, that warrior that has endless resources that will battle on your behalf in the spiritual realm. Do you know what that means for you in the physical realm? When you have the warrior within has great this message says great. I say endless. I say infinite resources. What that means in your physical world, meaning I have resources within the spiritual world that are endless. Like there's nothing in this physical world that I cannot do, that I cannot accomplish, that I cannot get done. I have the whole of all the spiritual kingdom working on my behalf. Let me move forward. This warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. Means like, come on, like, how are you going to stop this? You know the determination that I have? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? This part of you will lead you into spiritual success. You all heard the saying, spiritual success precedes physical success. So most people don't see the spiritual success. Most people see the physical success. They see the manifestation of the physical success. They don't see, that spirit, that when you reach that spiritual success, and I say when you reach it, like there is a moment that you reach it, like you're reaching it all the time. That's what keeps you going, because you're constantly reaching it. There's no end to spiritual success, which also means that there's no end to any physical success. So what should I keep my eyes focused on? I mean, keep your eyes focused on the spiritual success. That's what I just got. Keep your eyes on the spiritual success. You have an endless supply. There's no end to spiritual success. Seek first the kingdom, and all these other things will be added to you. I mean, I have heard that many of times as I have grown up. And the beauty in those words are that it is absolutely true. Allow yourself to believe in the words that you read, in the words that in the information that you receive, and what you intake into yourself. But allow yourself to absorb those things and believe them. Not just to read them as words on a page, but to really allow your being to read it, absorb it, and resonate with it so that it becomes a part of you, that it becomes truth in everything that you do. I'm always seeking first ye kingdom. I am always letting the spirit that I know is real lead me, guide me into success. I cannot be afraid of spirit in any form that it appears in. Because it appears in so many ways to teach and guide and show me what it is in all of this that we exist and live in. I want to read on a little bit here. The oracle of the divine destiny is a call to your divine warrior, that part of you that has great self-esteem and believes that what you desire is worth whatever effort, personal growth, application, focus, and attention are required to obtain it, provided that it aligns with your divine destiny. This part of you acts as a personal integrity. And if the goal will compromise integrity, then the goal is refined until it shines like a diamond in your heart. Then the divine warrior will bring it into being. The truth of the divine warrior is not one of any means to an end. The means and the end are considered equally important. The divine warrior will succeed in bringing about your divine destiny, but it will be done in a way that is in integrity with deep spiritual values. So, there are times when you want to war, right? When you have that desire to war. And maybe in those times, you have chosen to respond in a different way. Or maybe you've chosen not to respond. This divine warrior energy works on your behalf in the spiritual realm. And what it does in the spiritual realm is based in integrity only. Okay. What is done through your divine warrior energy must align with deep spiritual values in order for the energy or archetype to perform They have to be aligned. So what I'm hearing is, if, as you have been on your spiritual journey, or as you are on your spiritual journey, and you see, acknowledge, and or recognize that a warrior spirit has worked on your behalf, know that whatever was done through your warrior spirit on your behalf was done at the highest integrity, and only was done based on spiritual law. All right, I'm being called to read forward. Okay. There are important teachings on the path of the feminine about the need for surrender and allowing for best manifestations. The divine warrior is not at odds with these, but continuously surrender into the greater unfoldment and play of cosmic forces, seeking to align with those forces for greatest power and flow. I'm going to read that again. There are important teachings on the path of the feminine about the need for surrender and allowing for the best manifestations. The divine warrior is not at odds with these. Okay, so what I'm hearing here is there is no there's no conflict. All right. And I'm hearing that because I'm also getting like the divine warrior may be associated with a masculine energy, and so this is saying it is not necessary to be at odds with a masculine, because the masculine is not at odds with you. Okay, I'm feeling like that was not, that may have been for someone in particular. Specifically that explanation that I gave, I feel like that was for someone specific. The divine warrior is not at odds with these, but continually surrenders into the greater unfoldment and play of cosmic forces, seeking to align with those forces for greatest power and flow. All right, yes. Yeah, so I'm getting again like the divine masculine, and again, this warrior spirit is found in masculine and feminine energy, or male and female. However, this is specific in this and saying that the path of the feminine, so this is very specific, the path of the feminine, right, I'm sorry, there are important teachings on the path of the feminine about the need for surrender. All right, so feminines on your path, there are going to be lessons about being able to surrender. This is part of the path of the feminine. So this is a part of your evolution. This is a part of your expansion. This is a part of your growth, spiritual growth. The reason that this needs to be done is so that you can allow for the best manifestation, so you can allow for the best of circumstances, so that you can allow for the highest of circumstances for your good. All right? The masculine is not opposed to that. And I'm hearing the masculine is aware. It has some awareness of that. So the masculine is not opposed to that. They are not resisting that. So it is unnecessary for there to be a resistance between the two of you, masculine and feminine. Take that as it resonates. If you are listening to this message, you have been through this community, and take that as it resonates. All right. So the masculine is actually surrendering. The masculine is surrendering to a greater unfoldment, right? So there's also some awareness on the masculine's on the masculine's end. The masculine also has some awareness here that there is a greater unfoldment, and also that the cosmic forces are at play, and that the alignment is being sought with those forces. And so when I'm hearing those forces, I hear this masculine and feminine. For a greater power and flow. So there's a play right now between a masculine and feminine and cosmic forces seeking alignment. Oh my gosh. This is starting to get spicy. Oh my gosh. All right, so I think I'm going to leave it. I'm about to leave it right here because that got me, it got me in my throat. It got me in the shanana. That one got me. Okay, so yes, I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna close this reading out. I want to thank you for sharing your energy with me. As always, there is no way I would be able to do these readings were it not for each and every one of you, every single one of you that clicks this video and listens. There's no way that I would be able to do this without you. So I truly appreciate your energy, your presence, your existence. Let's do it again. Stay prayed up. Anoint yourself by yourself with the support of all of Divine's creations. See you on the next episode, y'all. Peace.